This right here is the 2015 BS3 Classic that we are going to convert it into a Wrangler kit. This is our own enfield that sits in the house, and we'll be using this vehicle to show you how we are going to install the Wrangler kit on this. We have removed the seat on this. The front and the rear, both the seats have been removed, and the bike stands as it is. We have loosened few nuts because, well, we want to make the video very fast. Anyways, we'll be showing each and every nut that has to be removed and each and every nut that has to be tightened to fit the Wrangler kit. So let's move on to that. Before we start, let's get to see the tools that we'll be using. Very basic wrenches that we'll be requiring. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If you don't have the 17 one, you can use the ring spanner that is provided in the enfield kit. These are just a couple of ring spanners in case we encounter a tough nut, and this is a 6 mm Allen key that you require. This is what we all need, nothing else. Since we have access to an impact wrench, we'll be using that because that will save us time while we are making this video. Let's go ahead and remove the rear fender first. To remove that, we'll require a 12-13 spanner and a 6 mm Allen key. Locate this bolt over here. Use the 12 number wrench and just go anti-clockwise. If you are doing this for the first time, it may take some force because these bolts are all thread locked inside, so nothing to worry. Since we have an impact, we'll be using the impact. It comes out clean. Next, we'll open the bolt over here. This is an Allen bolt. Quite possibly your bike also has an Allen bolt, but Enfield keeps changing things, so sometimes it can be a 12 number bolt over there. You can work out accordingly. This is the other bolt that we have to remove. You can see this is an Allen bolt. Again 12, 13. You require 12 to go back and hold the nut, and you just need to unscrew it again. As I have already said, we have kept the nuts and bolts unscrewed, so it's easier for us. It may take some effort for you to open it. If you see how we are keeping it, it's a good way for you, good practice for you if you want to keep your nuts and bolts safe, because we remember but you might not. So it's a good practice to keep it like this. After opening both the sides, both the bolts, like all the 4 bolts, now we are going to remove this fender. This was the last bolt that we had to remove, and you can see this automatically comes down, and you just have to pry it a bit. See, after you pry, you can remove this very easily. Now there is something that is not visible in this. The wire for the brake lamp assembly and the indicators goes through here. We have removed this because this is a dummy vehicle. We keep working on this, so we have removed it. What you can do is, while you are removing, you won't be able to remove this completely without, there is a jack over here. That jack needs to be taken apart, and then you can take out the fender completely. As you see, the rear section is now removed, and we'll be proceeding to what's the front fender now. We'll remove the front fender, and then we'll start fitting the kit all at once. Now to remove the front fender, we have to unscrew 6 screws over here. Yes, you heard that right. Enfield uses screws for the front, 1, 2, 3 and 3 on the other side. So it's very simple. You can just take a Phillips head screwdriver and you can unscrew this like I am going to do now. And you can keep them together. If you are opening this for the first time, you may definitely encounter problem over here, but that's okay. These things are easily available. These things are easily available in the hardware store, okay, and you can buy new and use them. So just like this, we are going to remove all 6, and then we are going to remove the fender. Most of the time it's very easy to remove this, but sometimes you may have some issues, and it's easier for you to remove the wheels first and then like take this down. So For me, what I do is, by my method, it's easier, but it's not always possible for an person to do this. See, we just twist this off and we take it, but it won't work every time because we have rubber gaiters installed over here. And if you don't have these, if you have the solid metal shrouds that Classic comes with, it may become a trouble. So the easier way for you is to open the wheel and then just slide this down. It will slide down very easily. We have removed the front fender as well, and now we are ready to install the Wrangler kit. So we have laid down the parts. These are the parts that you are going to get in the Wrangler kit. It comes in a box and it's a 16-piece system. The box is pretty big, it's 3 feet by 1.5 feet. The major thing, the rear subframe, the rack, the fender, the tail lamps, they come pre-assembled. It's very easy for you to just directly put it on your bike. That's the inner fender, that's the front lower fender, that's the front fender, and these are the saddle stays and the seat, the upholstered seat. So we'll just pick this up and start fitting. Before we move on to fix the rear subframe, we have to undo the bolts that hold the shocker. We'll be opening this, and to open that you require 14, 15 and 16, 17. This is the 17 one, and the inner side you'll have to hold it with the 15 one. Now since I have the impact wrench, I'll be using that. And it's done. Once you remove this, your swing arm will want to go down, but that's okay. Let it be over there. Always remember to keep your bike on double stand, on the main stand. And now I'll just pick up the Wrangler kit, the main rear subframe, and then start fitting. So this is the rear subframe. I'll just show you the mount points. 1, 2, and this one more mount point in the front. Now the front mount goes where the seat is supposed to go. The front seat, the original seat of the Classic, and the rear part goes on the shocker mounts. So this is how it is supposed to be. I will start fitting this. Mind it, I am doing this alone, but I will recommend you to have someone help you. These are the bolts that go. I am going to use this. It will require a bit of patience for you, but since I have done this, I guess, a million times, it should be easy for me to go with this. Yeah. One done. Once you do the first one, the second one becomes very easy. And done. This falls like this, that's okay. For the front, we'll be giving you a long bolt, something like this. All you need to do is just fix it like this and tighten this bolt. We'll be giving all the nuts that you will require, except the nuts that are already coming from your bike. We'll be giving everything in the kit. So this is how the bike looks after the rear subframe is done. It's pretty easy actually. It's just 3 bolts that you need to tighten, and you'll have a rear end as good looking as this. Let's move forward. Let's now install the saddle stays. This is the saddle stay that we are going to install and complete the rear end. Now moving on to the saddle stay. The saddle stay has 2 mounts, the lower mount and the top mount. For the lower mount, if you remember, we opened the Allen bolt from the mudguard mount. That is where we are going to use it. So this is how it goes. Simply slides. What you have to do is just put the bolt over there and just screw on the nut Don't tighten it, you don't need to do that, you can do that later on. And for the top, we'll give you a simple M8 nut and bolt. All you have to do is match this hole with the mount and voila, you are done with this. As simple as that. After you do this, we'll suggest you to tighten this and then tighten the lower one. Now a stance check. The rear saddle for the left hand side is fixed. You will have to do the same on the other side. We are just doing this side. And now we'll move on to fix the inner fender. We'll take the inner fender. This is the inner fender. Now to fix this, you'll have to insert this from the back of the fender. Get it inside nicely. It will be a bit snug, and very simply just take this, slide it into the place. We will give you the bolt required to fit this. As simple as that. You have to see if the holes match, and then just put on from the inside and you can tighten this. It's very hard to do it alone, but it's not impossible. And since I'm filming, it's becoming very hard because the tripod keeps getting in my way. Let me go that side and tighten it. You need to tighten these. These are M5 bolts, and this inner fender is now fixed. You won't see any kind of rattling over here because it is made in such a way that it fixes over here. There's a small groove and it fixes over there, and then you just need to tighten this. This is the upholstered seat, and now we are going to fix this. There are 6 holes on the frame, and you just need to make sure that the bolts of the seat pan go inside there. It will take a bit of time because it's a snug fit, so nothing to worry. Generally the bolts slide, but well, it does take a bit of effort at times. Fits like a glove. All you have to do is we'll provide you the bolts. You just have to tighten these bolts and you will be done. Stance check again. The rear end looks kick-ass. The saddle stays, the rack, the fender, everything goes with the flow. The seat is also very comfortable. The foam that we use is a medium density foam, gives you a very good softness and retains its shape. And now we'll move on to the front. The rear end is done. Please keep in mind this is a raw system, a raw kit that we made. Yours, whichever you are going to buy, is going to be colored. The frame, the saddles are all black colored, and the fenders are body matched to your vehicle. When you are placing the order, you'll have to let us know what color you want and we'll color it and send it to you. Moving to the front. For the front, we first remove the number plate. Just 2 small Phillips head screws. You need to remove that, and you'll be seeing this such a bracket. What we have to do is we have to remove this because we will be providing you with a reinforced clamp like this. So first we'll unscrew this and we'll take this thing complete out. So you'll be requiring 12-13 spanners to remove this. Again, the perks of having a power tool, and I'll open it in a zippy. Done. And now all I have to do is open the front one. You can take this out. Here you go. We have removed this. This is the front fender that we provide. You can see the reinforced clamps, the reinforced mounts that we give. All you need to do is take this, use the bolts that you opened right now from the steering tree, and all you have to do is tighten them. So I have just fixed it, nothing else. Whatever I was showing, that was how it is supposed to be done. Now we'll move on to the lower fender, and that's it. That will be the wrap of fitting the kit. And now you can see the Wrangler kit in all its glory. I will try to just take it down from the main stand. I am 5'11" and I weigh 86 kilograms. And you can see the stance now gives me a very good sitting posture as well. You can select these kind of handlebars, the Moto RD kind of handlebars. We provide that in the kit as well. And you can see the clearance and everything. You can see there's enough space. Two-wheelers are meant, in India at least, for two people to ride. So our kit delivers that. It's pretty good, it's pretty spacious. It's for the urban traveling and as well as off-roading. If you want to ask any questions, we are just a DM away. You can reach us on DM, you can call us. And if you haven't ordered your kit and you are interested and this video sparks more interest, please reach us and we'll make a kit and ship it to you as soon as possible. Hope you like this. Hope this was a decent enough tutorial for you to understand the things that go. It's basically just 5 or 6 wrenches, 3 bolts in the rear, plus I think 3 and 2 5 and 2 7 bolts in the rear, 2 in the front, that's 9, and then 4 again in the lower one. So that makes it 9 and 4 13. Only 13 bolts required for you and your Wrangler kit will be ready. Thank you. Hope you forward this to your friends who are interested in this. And since we are uploading this video to the YouTube channel, we are actually planning on making a how-to channel now, because a lot of people are getting interested in this. We want to do sheet metal working and everything on that video. So thumbs up and a subscription will help us. If you subscribe to our channel, it will be of great help and will definitely fuel us to make contents. And I hope people who have bought this kit are enjoying the ride. Thank you. Bye bye.